least you could say.
Nothing or a lot.
There's
And I think we're back.
Hey!
Cool. All right, sorry about that. Okay, yeah, sorry. It is Vera's
Well,
turn.
Three missed it, but I killed him all in one attack.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was bad.
That was a great move.
Didn't know that you could cast prismatic.
I told you
Spray.
I have the
It
spell.
was sweet though.
It's a 4th level spell. It's just called Win. It's just
I'm a big fan of it.
I win.
all right. I'm gonna cast Banishment on this guy.
Okay. That is a...
DC 15 Charisma saving throw, which I'm worried they'll be good at.
No, they're bad. They're good at wisdom, not charisma.
We're definitely good at Wisdom.
another natural 19 with another +2 modifier, makes for 21.
The best.
I'm so glad
Resists.
that all of our mages' status effects are being
Completely ignored.
completely ignored.
We're fine. This is fine.
I
Kill
like-
it with fire.
I like spell slot expending.
Right.
This is where I'd use my trinket if I had successfully reset it this morning, which I didn't. And because that's the only bonus action I have now, and I'll move back a few.
Oh, I'm in the front again.
Everyone gets behind our front line of Yormek.
Time to Misty Step behind Bryn.
Oh, man. All right. Nero.
Okay. It's almost worth me taking a potion with my bonus action.
Don't worry. Someday, Yormik will realize that he can twin haste.
They make attacks
Oh,
of
sure.
opportunity have disadvantage.
Yeah, if you're bad.
So I either run into them or
That's
drink a
not
potion.
fire-based.
I don't know
That's
if it's
true.
worth me running away though.
Can we flavor haste with some flame effects?
With fire.
Well, Yormik's gonna fireball.
Not far that actually catches anything.
I'm
on fire,
gonna
just like
You were like what, first or second?
I was early.
I'm gonna click my boots of speed, of fastness, and then I'm gonna attack this ugly ass thing. Might be good looking, who knows? But I'll attack it anyway.
I think it's a good bet. Ugly.
It's beautiful.
Marvelous.
No, it actually has this just terrifying expression on its face, and its hair is all like flaring up and around.
Well, let's wipe that look off your face.
If you've ever
So
seen the
that's
movie Mama, then you know what these things look
That's
like.
a 16 and a
This shit's
15
creepy.
plus 7.
15 plus 7 is 22.
Yeah, 22.
That does hit.
Divine Smite.
You got it.
Both level 2.
Okay.
Because we can't
And
afford
surprisingly from
to...
events.
Nero, Divine Smite.
Who needs a spell deck?
He just needs the back of the cards,
Right.
or whichever part contains the spell level.
No, no.
come here,
Trade.
come here.
First
Don't
one.
tell me what to do.
Meet 10, 12 on the Divine Smite, and then 7, so 19 plus my 4, right? So 23 on the first attack.
23. Okay.
Yeah. And then 12 on the smite again, and so 24.
24 more. Jeez. So your attacks being, well, your sword being magical in nature and the divine energy of your smite attacks, none of it seems to be shrugged off as you just carve huge swaths through the shadowy visage in front of you. But it still hovers.
Stand.
Yep. Stand. Nope.
And I'm going to retreat. Oof.
Yeah.
I'm going to retreat.
Do the boots of speed make attacks of opportunity against you at disadvantage?
Disadvantage, yeah.
Oh, you're fine.
This one already did its attack of opportunity. This one hasn't gone yet. So
You're taking one.
Alright, so yeah, the one that was in front of you is going to take an attack of opportunity as you run away.
please don't roll your natural 19s.
This is 12.
That actually does hit.
Not
That
quite.
sucks.
Oh,
Nero forgot to put it on his armor.
AC of 19.
My helmet,
Nero
my
is
helmet
naked.
is 7 of my.
Everything
Oh,
attacks
man.
your head.
That's it. Everyone's just like trying to like rustle your hair.
Well, they all try and get into my head, so.
That's true.
Okay. So next up is the wraith who has
Where you
not
find out
gone
the
yet.
Wraiths have fireball.
And that wraith is going to turn the corner
Now you're next to.
and charge and hover up towards Yormek
Yep.
and reach out
Makes sense.
and attempt to grab him. This is a 14.
Does not hit.
That's really?
Let's go.
Ooh!
Unstoppable.
Let's go.
It reaches
Draconic
forward, but
bloodline.
you're just in like retreat mode at this point, and dodge out of the way of its
Oh.
grasp.
So,
Yormek's
some-
like,
so
high.
somehow I have Sentinel, so now I attack it.
No. The next one, the first one to act, is going to basically follow Nero out of this room,
How far can he move?
all the way to you, and reaches forward and attempts to drain the life from you.
Oh, this is fun.
Do poorly.
A 13. You also being in a defensive mode at this point, are able to dodge its grasp for the moment.
Sorry, they can't show their faces.
Jim Jar is next. He's going to basically get in a line behind Yormek. And he's going to make a shot.
We are.
It'll have
Probably fine.
cover because of the people in front of it, but it will have sneak attack because Yormek is engaged. I don't know why I rolled. Oh no, he's at disadvantage. But yeah, 16 and 18. That's definitely going to hit.
Good job,
There
JJ.
you go.
Eldith can't get out of there.
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's fine.
Fireball.
I'll just go and hide somewhere.
She's got a strength save, right?
There's fireball over here.
I could do
Or
that.
there.
So the
Probably
bolt
there.
again hits but passes
We can revive
through the wraith's form, deals damage but is quite resistant to
Listen,
it.
it's not the first time that you've blown up an ally.
Okay.
It won't be the last.
Next up is the wraith that is behind Eldith, that is going to fly up to her and attempt to life drain from her.
How
Where
did
does
she-
Right here, right?
Man, this round they are all missing.
Good, because they all hit last round.
That is only an 11, which definitely misses.
It's on.
Wow.
I think it's
And after that is Eldith.
Listen, you've not hesitated blowing up player characters before, so
Yeah,
that's,
but like.
Jormik doesn't know that Eldith's not a player character.
Yes, he does.
No,
he might
he
not.
doesn't.
So he might not have proof of it, but he knows it.
The text of her name is in blue, obviously.
she doesn't speak nearly as much as the rest of the characters, so she's not.
She's a lot more one-dimensional, or is she?
You guys hear Eldith whimper from the next room. Guys?
It's fine. They're spectral.
She,
Walk through them.
Makes a pair of it. Well, I guess you can go through
She's
stuff,
gonna
right?
invoke several attacks of opportunity, but she can get in the conga line.
Well,
behind her.
she can actually disengage
Yeah.
and
was
try
gonna say.
and run through all of you guys.
Yeah.
Can she
But
run
it's
through
it's
an
all
enemy's face?
difficult terrain. Well, so they're not fully corporeal,
Right.
which is why I'm like, okay. But she can't end in one of your spaces.
That's a good thing. She has like 40 movement.
5.
5, 10, 15, 20,
25 is what she has.
25.
Yeah, diagonal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Eldith just comes booking, just like.
Well, that's the second.
That was probably the most effective use
But
of
that's the second
disengage I've
diagonal.
ever seen.
Yeah. And after Eldith, your friend and mine, your Mick.
What do we do?
Can I,
Whatever,
since
I
I'm
guess.
real good with rocks, can I use a bonus action to try to assess whether or not this cave will collapse if I fireball it?
I'll let you use your bonus action to do it.
Cool. 19.
19. So it's pretty. It seems pretty sturdy for the most part. You also know that you're sort of like this is in and surrounded by solid
That was
stone.
all I needed.
Was the answer definitely yes in class? No? We're doing it.
It is not a definite yes. It will collapse. So
Even if it was.
Even if it was, we're all in the room.
All right.
But the trip.
We didn't want anything in that room, right?
We'll dig it out if we have to.
Cool. All right.
He says as he's like whipping together a fireball. We didn't want anything in there, did we?
Fireball.
This is gonna go somewhere now.
We have a miner waiting for us.
So 4 sets of dex saves.
Yeah, but there's like
okay.
different laws about that.
Number 1 gets a 21. Number 2 gets a 12.
Fail.
Number 3 gets a terrible, and number 4 also fails. So the first one passes. All the rest fail.
Okay.
Which one's the first one?
The one in front of me for sure.
The one that followed you out.
Perfect. That's the one I wailed on already, anyways. So I see a couple ones.
no.
3 ones.
That's
and
3
2.
5s.
8, 10, 15, 20, 26, 30. 30 points of fire damage.
30 points of fire damage.
No, 28 is average.
28.
Without your bonuses.
6
5 times 8 is
50 each. 48, 24.
3.5 per
Yeah.
d6.
So an explosion in the next chamber, like rocks all of you. This is the first time that Yormik has dropped a fireball in this enclosed of a space.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna need Nero and Yormik to make dexterity saving throws.
Ooh, no. No.
Oh,
I mean, just
you get a
like
+2
the
'cause you're
force
next to me.
has to go somewhere.
Into the body of the non-existent. Oh.
Ooh.
Dex
Fail.
4,
Whatever
12.
it
You get
is.
+2.
12 plus 2 plus
6.
12.
6. All right. So Yormik, your own spell, takes you off of your feet as just the shockwave from the explosion knocks you back and you fall prone. What'd you end up with?
12.
12. You keep your feet.
Wow, that was scary.
Had to be 12.
You almost just got,
Oh, okay.
I could have Brinspiration, but I went for my 12.
That spell
Alright.
usually goes better in more wide open, closed spaces.
We've seen it's okay.
You're on the other side of the door from me. I didn't see you fall over.
True. Are any of them dead?
No. They all remain hovering. Even the one that was very heavily damaged by Nero.
These guys are strong.
I'm good. Oh, wait, I still have my movement. I will stand.
Yeah.
There
Okay.
you go.
Hey, ba-da-da-da. Okay.
Happy
Jesus. Just get back up.
everyone's ears are like,
Oh.
Bop, bop,
Remind me to cast silence next time.
really?
That thing hasn't moved yet, right?
Which thing?
Hasn't moved yet.
This guy, he would have his reaction most likely.
He would most certainly
Yes.
have his reaction.
Alright, I'm gonna just warm myself up for whatever's about to happen. Yeah.
Meat shield. Karmic.
I'm gonna warm myself
I mean,
up for
I'm gonna
whatever's
take an
about to
attack
happen.
now or later.
Now's
Bryn?
probably better.
You're up.
It might
All right.
miss.
I'm going to Dissonant Whispers the ghosty in front of Yormik.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I need a Wisdom save.
That is a 10 plus 2 is 12.
That is a fail.
I
Alright.
will use my
These guys-
attack of
One in
opportunity.
front of him.
From Sentinel.
4, so he'll
No, I do have an
disadvantage.
attack of opportunity.
So okay, go ahead and
Oh,
roll me
same.
the d4s for the damage.
No.
It is afraid.
Did you? Oh, I thought you said vicious mockery. My
Yeah.
bad.
I was like, did I say that? Because those two
No,
spells
I know.
I get
They,
confused a lot.
yes, same.
Dissonant Whispers is 3d6.
So it retreats.
And I swing at it.
Woo!
How
That's
far
a
does it
sick
run?
Vicious
Are
Mockery
you?
roll.
You don't have a
Or
weapon
Dissonant
pulled
Whispers.
out.
I have a dagger ready.
You have a
How?
wand out to cast your spells.
How far does it run? As far as it
All
can?
the way.
Does it go through
and-
the wall?
this is the window actually. That is the wall.
Yeah, so it actually retreats back across the room
20.
and goes into
Sarcophagus.
that sarcophagus,
Yes.
and for the moment at least disappears.
Who's scary now?
He went into somebody else's. All right, so since I got to attack of opportunity there,
Actually, you know what? The other one, the farther corner, farther from you, into that one, it disappears.
all right, I got the attack of opportunity on it, and it was a 24,
Your 24 will hit.
and it'll be a smite
Okay.
Of the second degree.
of the first degree.
Okay.
Gotta
Yeah,
save
right.
this. Gotta save the second one for the
I'm
potential
going to.
natural 20.
The emergency misty step.
Also true.
I have the. Woo!
That's big.
That's
Big if
24.
true. 24 total.
Yeah, that was a dope roll.
It was.
Nice. Yeah, you just cleave and leave a huge gaping slash through its ghostly body as it
And-
flies away from you.
And with my relentless Avenger feat, I will move in front of Yormik.
Okay.
Ooh, tight.
Nero, you were behind the door the whole time?
Yeah,
Oh
Yep.
my goodness.
that's all I got to
Behind
say.
door
That
number
was,
3.
I can't really hear you.
Thank you.
There you go.
What? What? Bop,
What?
bop. So the one who hasn't moved yet, number 3, who's behind.
Number 2.
Yes, that one.
Number one.
Is going to pass through the wall,
Oh, you
through
son of a
its
bitch.
ally, up to Bryn.
Let's
And
go.
it reaches out in front of it. I'll show you fear.
AC 16.
I don't know why I rolled 2 dice for this.
Yeah, but he's got that one cape.
I'm assuming
Jesus Christ!
20.
Natural 20.
Okay.
These guys can't not
Jeez.
crit. It is absurd.
It's, okay.
What?
They missed like 4 times. So.
Well, that's true.
When they hit, they crit. I assume this wall is or this door is completely. There's no windows or anything. I can't see through
It's
it at all?
totally solid.
Okay.
Right. So that is. Holy cow.
Kidding me. The one I move away from you for 1 second.
It's alright. It's alright. It's I can tank. We'll see.
You do have a lot of health. Though.
Yeah.
30.4 points of necrotic damage.
Alright.
As you just feel the life essence just extracted from your body. And I need you to make a constitution saving throw.
Still within 10 feet of me.
Math.
Plus 2.
24, thank you.
I don't think I have to be able to see you.
I don't think so either. So Constitution. Ooh, natural 20.
Nice.
Nice, okay.
You just stared that one down.
Yeah.
He like rips through my face, and I just stare back at him like,
I will show you fear.
You think I won't heal from this? You are so wrong. Okay, Vera.
Wait, so did I hear any kind of reaction from the side of the wall? Just like Bryn, just like owing.
I would have definitely like you would have heard some kind of.
You
like,
probably hear
grunt.
this like, and just like,
It's like, all right, okay, what's going on over here? And,
well,
I'm going,
and it's reasonable that you would go around when there's no more
yeah.
wraiths in front of you that you can
Well,
see.
yes, but I thought about maybe moving forward and then coming back or something. But I think this makes more sense. I'll come over here and just like, oh, I don't like what's going on here, and I'm going to Searing Ray at 3rd level at the one that's attacking Bryn.
Okay, I'm gonna do. It's gonna be half cover for the attacks, but just because they're directly in the line of fire. But yeah,
No, I already said it. Okay. Natural 1. Top cover is this is
it's +2 to the
plus
air
2.
AC.
Okay. 16.
16's a hit.
23.
That'll hit.
And I get one more ring, I think. So I guess they're right. Yeah.
3rd level, yeah, you get 4 rays.
Natural 20.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
This thing
That's
is
that single
gone.
target fireball damage right there.
This thing,
8d6.
this thing is gone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 86, I believe.
Well, so the one that's in front is not the one that you damaged super bad anymore.
I know, but this thing's still gone. I believe in this boy. It took full fireball damage.
3, 5,
Wow, this
9,
is more. This is
23, 27, 29,
more. So much more.
31, 37.
Wow!
37. Okay,
Is it right?
not bad.
I said it real high.
Yeah, no, that looks
So
great.
you
You're
just
good.
like
Above
scorch the spectral creature
27.
27.
All right, that's a little less.
That seemed like a lot.
It's
I'm
like a little scorched.
That seems like a lot. I have to recount that.
Didn't need to. You could.
So you hit
This
basically
one.
dead on with most of your rays, and you just see it just lights the creature up, but it just somehow something about its essence just dampens the fire damage that it's taking.
Oh.
Does it have any reaction to me?
I mean, it still has the same like scared, screaming, like hissing face that it's got, but no, it doesn't make any specific.
Is it like I have its attention necessarily?
You might. It's hard to tell. It's kind of looking at you, at Bryn, kind of in that lane.
I'm like, hi. I'm just gonna like take a step back, like behind the wall a little bit. That's it.
Okay. Nero.
All right. You and me, beautiful. Let's go again. One right in front of me. 17 and 23.
A 17 hits and 23 hits.
Neat.
Who rolled a Constitution saving throw a second ago? Wasn't it you? Somehow for some. Was it you?
I rolled one.
Are we in the phase rest?
It was him.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good catch. I forgot about that.
Just a thought. I can roll.
Everybody roll a d20.
There we go.
Not you.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
16.
I wasn't
13.
sure.
15.
All right, cool. We're all right. We're gonna go from here.
Both my spells will be fine. I think.
Yeah. Cool. I will
Yes.
find that going forward.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, so you hit the one in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna
hit with both attacks.
Let's see. I got
One
3
at a time.
more level 1.
One at a time.
So I'm gonna. I'm only gonna divine smite on one of the attacks.
Okay.
The first one.
Have we tried that?
No.
Yay!
I mean, it's like a new day.
I
Way
thought so.
better.
That was get to
Prior
roll
to this
that
fight, at
1
least.
to a 5 was pretty nice. So that's another 24 damage.
24
Attack.
points of damage. That's to the first one.
Yeah, the one I've been
That's
wailing
fine.
on for the most part.
24. So you swing your sword, and just 2 attacks just cleave through its form.
Well, that was just the
And it
first
just-
attack.
The second one.
That was just the first attack.
You rolled them both.
Oh, yeah.
Did you not?
I didn't roll the damage for the second attack.
Okay, well, you kill it,
Yeah.
and
I mean,
all right, whatever. This time, roll the damage on the second one.
This was the one without a. This was the one without a smite.
Smite.
13 on the other guy.
Yeah, that's so cute. Little paws up on the windowsill.
13 on the other guy.
13, and that
Bird
was
foot habit,
number. That
The
was
one that got searing raid.
right. That one was originally number 2.
Bird, just like
Sorry, number again? 14, 13,
13.
13.
it's still waves fine. It's like,
Okay.
Days.
And you just swing through and cleave more of its shadowy essence off of its person. So number 4, which is the one that fleed last round, is going to re-emerge and just it comes out just charging at Nero. Just
No, don't do it.
I've seen this movie.
and that's going to be a 23 to hit you.
Yup.
Protection ward.
Okay.
Nice.
How much is that?
21 points of necrotic damage.
Oh yeah.
3.
So you take 3 points of necrotic
Oh,
damage.
you're such a
and you
saint.
just watch the ward appear in front of you, and then immediately just over the course of like 2 to 3 seconds just shrink and wither until it's gone. And then you start feeling some of the pain, but that's it. All it can manage at the moment.
Do I have to save?
You do need to save.
I was hoping to absorb it all.
Oh,
Natural one.
Not even gonna matter if I roll the.
So your hit point maximum decreases by 3
Oh.
in addition to you taking the 3
Well, I'm
points of
really
damage.
glad that
I didn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't even gonna bother.
I was like, I don't
using
think we care too much if he's down to 59.
I thought it might have been something else.
Right.
Thanks,
Okay.
Mira.
No
Number
problem.
1 is dead.
Just
Jim Jar.
Stay between me and it.
you keep doing good, okay? Just keep it safe. It'll be great.
As long as it's over there and I'm over here, we're good.
Jim Jar is going to take another crossbow bolt shot at the one that's in front of Nero, so it's going to have cover, but he will get sneak attack because you're engaged with it. Rolls a natural 18, so that definitely hits.
You were there. Like, yeah, you were here.
Yeah.
I don't know how you ended up further up.
I think you were moving for something.
No, like literally right when he made that protective ward, he was standing there, but then all of a sudden his figurine was there.
Yeah, definitely weird.
Ghost.
So that's going to be
The
Goes-
habitual culprit
15
of moving
points.
figurines
I'm not
inappropriately.
gonna Real weird.
So another bolt hits the one in front of Nero, taking more of the shadowy essence with it. But the creature continues to hover there. Now it is Wraith number 2's turn. Yes. So Nero, you would see this. I don't know if anybody else would at the moment.
Yormik might, because he's not behind. He's like right at
Right
the
in
cusp
front
of the door, so he probably could see it.
Yeah, he might. But the one that's in the sarcophagus room at the moment flies up.
Oh.
And actually basically flies down the hall towards Bryn. But then to go past goes up into the ceiling briefly before dropping down adjacent to Vera.
Wow, that's some hella movement.
That's
speed.
cheating.
Holy cow, can that thing move?
Yeah, that's
That's like
And
It's
still
gonna
isn't
be
60 to 80 feet movement.
60 feet of hover and incorporealness. That is going to be a 19 to hit you as it reaches out and attempts to grasp you.
One of my reactions, so yeah, it hits.
Wait,
You
wait,
don't have your
what?
react? Oh, because you
Because
used
he's
the ward.
saving
Wait, what did he roll?
A 19 to hit.
Oh, I'll cutting words that.
Yes.
Nope.
8.
Oh man. Okay. It reaches out, but Bryn mutters some undercommon swear to it.
I turn back and just say, "Get back in your crypt."
And it like it's reaching out towards Vera, but at the last second just turns its head and looks at you and doesn't make contact. But you are confident that you have this one's attention. Eldith is up
What's the
next.
worst that could
I'm just holding my stick out like it's gonna do anything.
Eldith is going to go and try and bash the one that just went after Vera.
You threaten.
Um,
Yeah. I have proficiency.
There it is.
It's going to be a miss.
My strength modifier is
Jeez.
left to be desired.
A natural
but-
2 and a natural 1. Eldith is not feeling well. She took 32 points of damage and is like practically crippled at this point. And just 2 like very lackluster swings of her hammer don't find purchase in the creature's form. But that brings us back to Yormik.
I'll step here,
Yep.
and I will twin cast Chromatic Orb at 2nd level at these two guys of lightning.
Okay, so so you're rolling with disadvantage, and because Nero's directly in front of you, that one's gonna have half cover.
Okay, so this one is a 15.
That will hit.
Ooh.
You have
Do I have to use inspiration beforehand?
Nope.
no.
14.
Oh,
It
but
will
wait.
not
so you-
hit.
I was gonna say you have to use it before you know if it works.
Before you know if it hits or not.
Oh,
Wait, does it
but
say that
was the
specifically?
question. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about.
I'll double check.
I will use it because 14.
But I mean, well, yeah, I was gonna say at this point we would have known there.
21.
DM is pissed.
Oh no, you're right. It's before.
It's after the roll.
After you see the number, before you know if it succeeds or fails.
So in that case, is he able to? Since he
This time, yeah, because
Because
I
it's-
jumped the gun a little bit, so. Yes, you can use it.
Okay, so both hit.
So
Well, wait, what did you roll on the?
And-
15 for this guy and 21.
Oh,
If we
okay.
hit a 14, we know 15 hits. So, like,
Right.
guaranteed.
Okay, so dude on the left.
That's pretty
Cool.
good. It's just like,
Well, but he has
25
prime
points of
cover.
lightning damage to this guy.
25.
Yeah.
You're higher.
Okay, the one that flew over is
How much is cover?
Marsh covers 2, full covers 4.
crap, I'm trying to remember which one was which. I got them messed up.
This was the guy who was in
This is
the
2.
crypt.
That one's 2?
No.
No, sorry, you're right.
This one was in the crypt. This one was the one that went and laid back down.
Okay.
This
Oh,
is the
yeah.
guy that.
Okay, so 4 is in front of Nero. I think 3 is in front of Bryn, and so that puts 2 next to Vera.
Yeah,
okay,
4
sorry.
is definitely in front of me.
So that was 25 thunder damage,
Whichever one
or
went,
lightning damage.
Right.
Totally fine as long as they never move.
whichever one went most recently is the one by me.
Yeah, number 2. Okay, so you see the lightning hit its form, and again, it just is dampened by its almost incorporeal
I think
body.
this is still physical.
And then damage for the second one?
Thunder.
21.
21. Okay, so that's going to be 10.
I don't know.
Which, yeah, again, you just see the lightning strikes it, but it just is dampened by its incorporeal body.
Yeah.
But the one in front of Nero is looking very wispy and faint at this point.
No, you might want to sit down.
I can almost see through all of you. You're nothing.
Bryn, we're back to you.
I'm going to Dissonant Whispers the one in front of me this time.
Yes,
Okay.
Run past me.
Just straight up 62.
Natural 2.
Ooh, yeah, that boy runs.
Oh, yeah. I mentally checked off that you said Vicious Mockery again for a second.
Whoa. I attack of
So
opportunity.
roll your,
D6s go?
roll your 3d6.
Here are 3d6.
Where'd your 3d6s go?
Oh,
These work
hey,
okay. 12.
Nice.
Phaserus.
Yes, please.
Do I need to roll twice because twin cast?
Yes. Well, actually, I don't think it counts as 2 spells. Now that I say that,
That's probably true.
because it's supposed to like modify a single spell
The spell.
and make it target 2 things.
Yeah.
12.
Did you get the damage?
12,
12.
right? Yes.
And I attack of opportunity because it ran past. Moi.
Okay.
Clothesline it with your sword.
Yeah. So this one also disappears into the same sarcophagus as before. Go ahead and roll your attack of opportunity.
19 to hit.
That hits.
I'm not smiting.
Buff him up.
This is a regular attack.
Oh!
Butte.
6s.
Almost 6 and 5. So 15.
15 points of damage. Yeah, as it flies across the room, you just hack this chunk off of its wispy hindquarters. Okay.
Yormik, do great things! And I
As
just kind of like
usual.
bang against the wall.
Do great things. Okay. Yormik, you are inspired again. Now we are to Wraith number 3, which is the one that just fleed. It's going to come back.
My dead redemption.
And it's going to come back for Bryn. Yeah, except it's totally going to go a little bit through the wall and not take another attack of opportunity.
I wouldn't have
I
one.
mean, you won't have one, but
But it doesn't know that.
exactly.
Well, it also wouldn't take it anyway because it's not leaving a threat area.
Oh, that's
Right.
true. It is pretty close. Okay, so it comes forward.
I might die.
The grasp outstretched in front of it, and with a 21 to hit, attempts to latch on to you.
You had your turn, right? So you can Dissident Whisper, or you can
I
Cutting Word
can
again.
cutting words it.
I feel like you should.
I probably should.
You can also cutting words the damage too.
Yeah.
If that was more concerned or not.
Your call.
So it's a 21.
It's a 21 to hit.
I'm not gonna cutting words it.
All right.
Chances are real low.
I mean, yeah, I'm sorry.
22 points of necrotic damage.
We're fine.
Now make the save.
And yes, I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Yes.
Also, did I have you roll Wild Magic or the Phasers?
You did.
Okay. Cool.
You did, or I did. Constitution.
Save and throw.
Ooh,
Plus-
that's bad.
Oh, that's as bad.
That's
as it
very
gets.
bad. That's a 6.
A 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Plus my 2.
Even with the bonus, that is going to be a fail. So your maximum HP decreases by 22.
Oh no.
10.
36.
Man, and that would have to be terrifying too. This just spectral thing just like flies at you, trying to touch you, just like.
I just stay scared of me. I like that better.
Vera, you're up.
Okie dokie.
Did it, girl.
All right. Well, I'm gonna shoot one from me. 'Cause that's what I'm
Oh,
serving.
sorry. Can we retcon a little bit? I have DM inspiration.
For your save?
Yeah.
Try it.
Ooh, 15. Wait.
15.
Yeah, 15.
A 15 succeeds.
Oh.
Okay, so it
I
just
will
doesn't
keep my
reduce the
max
HP.
Yep.
That's good.
All right.
More importantly, I
That's
use my
good for
DM
when we
inspiration.
fight. That's where for when we
That was-
fight
that
the
was good
main
use.
boss
That was
of
good
this
use.
place.
All right. Since I
Just
making a
this
ranged
is
attack at this
down to
range
2
would be
by
really
right.
bad.
One of seven.
Vader's just going to cast magic missile, second level.
Welcome
One
to
right in front of her.
single digit HP.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll the damage.
You might
My
miss.
D4.
I started the clock.
You want my D4s?
No, they really roll one.
Hey,
Hey, 3.
3.
That's not bad.
So
10 4?
16 points of force damage.
I always think this works. I'm assuming you're right.
Three
Yeah,
plus
well, it's
one
each dart is
times
3 plus 1,
level
and there's
plus
4 of
2.
them.
It's 4 times 3 is 12 plus 4. Yeah.
16.
Okay. So the the missiles
You don't have a
come
you
out
just have a wisp.
and spiral and surround and come back and shoot it right in its wraith butt.
And then
up
and through.
And just like cause this weird implosion sound as the wraith just and just fades out of
Oh,
existence.
nice. I didn't realize that one was so low.
I think force damage is full damage.
What?
Does force damage do full damage? Or does it hurt?
It does not. It did not resist it that you could tell.
Force damage works. Might want to use that wand, Bryn.
I could have swore I used the wand on the last ghost and it didn't do. It still didn't do anything. Or
I'm just saying.
There are
with
different kinds of
Yeah.
ghosts,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it might have just not done a lot. But Nero,
that's what Caleb was
You're
saying.
up.
That was what Burn was
I
thinking.
will attack the one in front of me first.
okay, kill him.
That's a lot.
21.
21 will hit.
No regular attack.
5 on my Phasers roll.
Okay.
That's a couple 2s. I'm not about that. Oh, that's better. 13 points of damage on the first attack.
13 points. That one's number 4 that's in front of you, right? I
Yes.
think.
Correct.
So you cleave this downward swing that just bisects the incorporeal creature's would-be body, and it fades away.
Alright, and I'll take a step over here and then pop it and swing at this one. That's a 22 to hit.
I think that'll hit.
Yes!
Nope, you missed this time.
No!
Just play with your emotions.
And that's another 13 damage.
13 points of damage, okay. This wraith is also looking rather wispy at this point, but still remains there, hovering steadfast. Wraith number 4 is dead. Wraith number 2 is dead. Jimjar is up, and he's going to take another shot with his crossbow.
You gotta move.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. It has in the first half.
What? And he's going to hit with a 14, and that's going to be 12, 16, 15 halved.
Is that with cover?
8. Yeah, no, he's good.
Just trying to be fair.
And Eldith is not really able to get to him at the moment. Yormik.
I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna stick my wand around the corner, and I'm gonna use magic missile.
Okay.
You have one too?
I have.
It's not a wand of magic missile, but he has a wand and the spell magic missile.
Oh, I see.
Will you roll in your freaking tray?
Well, also, didn't you like pay to get yours turned into a staff too?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Sorry,
you
staff.
like paid money for that.
Yeah, I did.
Significant money.
Do you have ranks in?
4 + 1 × 3, 15 points of force damage.
15 points of force damage. The missiles explode and make the familiar, like, dull thud explosion sound into its incorporeal form, and the wraith fades away.
Roll your phase risk roll.
I did. It was 14.
All right.
I was hoping for more bubbles.
That would have been real fun.
Can we kick up your air conditioning a teeny bit? I don't know about you guys, but I'm quite warm.
Absolutely.
I
Whew. All right.
complain.
Solid.
How's this room behind me looking post fireball?
I click my boots of speed so that they're no longer ticking.
Fair. So you go into the next
Gotta
room
Optimize
Every
that.
time.
and find. I mean, it looks like an explosion went off in here.
Sure.
A lot of the stonework on the walls is damaged. The sarcophagi in there are damaged somewhat.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear. Chilling time.
I'm gonna follow behind
She's been so
Yormik
good.
as he goes to investigate.
What are you missing?
I'm gonna look in the coffins.
Well, you know what? There don't need to be that many cooks in the kitchen.
Nero, do you want to look in the one on the left far wall like you were earlier, and I'll look in the one on the far right. Bryn, you take the front right.
I'm gonna come to this one
Just stay with
Where all
Yormik.
where all the ghosts were flying through, and using my detective's magnifying glass.
Stone speaker.
Yeah, that thing.
I was like, you have a magnifying glass?
Stone speaker crystal. I'm going to investigate.
Okay.
Stone speaker crystal brand. Oh.
Oh wow, that advantage with the 4. It's 7.
7. So looking at that sarcophagus, the lid looks pretty heavy.
Oh, right, they're not open.
Each sarcophagus has like a similar. Well, I mean, they're a little scorched and damaged stonework now, but of like a robed humanoid figure on them. Nothing catches your eye. It just looks like a heavy stone sarcophagus.
Oh yeah.
We should open it.
We should. I'm on board.
So just to run you up to speed, since
More
you were
raids
kind of out of it last week.
Yeah, I was just lots of
a
stone
couple
singing.
minutes ago, not last week. Anyways,
Earlier this morning.
So
Well, I don't know what a week is. I'm assuming you mean a day.
It's yeah. All right. So I went back to. We'll roll it back. When we were in the other room, you know, that one that had the real fancy sarcophagus.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember that one.
Inside of well, first of all, a couple people there was a boost, a voice, and people got like
There was a goose.
a boost of voice.
But
I said boost for no reason.
shaken up about it.
Yeah, so a couple people got shaken up about it, but regardless, inside there was like this stone statue. It kind of looked like of a woman who we presume to be Bryces of Came, and all of these kind of look like that. All of the faces on all of this body.
They look like Bryces of King.
Yes, they all look just like her.
And she's a person. Is she a real person or?
So you didn't know anything about Bryce's specifically, if I recall correctly.
Yep.
But what you could tell from some of the symbols on like the various doors and in the artwork, that it was someone who hailed from the ancient city of Netheril, which was one of so it was a whole empire, and they were famous for they sort of had those like sort of floating cities So they would like raise huge
Oh, yeah.
chunks of like continent, sort of, and have these floating sky cities, which made them incredibly easy to defend on average. And this is some sort of tomb.
So I'll go over towards these two, and I'll attempt to take off the lid.
You're like, I'll lift with your knees over here. I will attempt to assist.
Make a strength check with advantage, I guess.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I can also assist if the two of us can give him advantage.
Why watch? Get it.
Ooh. What is it? Strength or athletics?
Strength check.
So let's just plus my 4. So 18.
18. You manage to slide the sarcophagus lid, but more importantly, when you push the sarcophagus lid in the direction that you sort of pull it off, the sarcophagus that you are messing with, the whole thing moves slightly. And the lid is heavy enough that the way, and then there's enough like sort of surface tension friction with it just having been in place for so long that you try and push the lid, but you end up pushing the entire sarcophagus. And it is now apparent that it is on some very small, discrete wheels of some sort under the base of it.
Huh.
Did you all just move that entire thing by yourself? That thing must weigh a ton.
Yep. Been looking out.
It is quite heavy.
Who's in the coaching?
And at this point, it's like you pushed it all of like 6 inches away from
But
the
you
wall
weren't
at this
supposed to
point.
push with your knees, but
All right.
get
Well.
happy with the results.
Well, I'll keep pushing it. Well, I guess we'll keep pushing it then to like reorient it basically. Like basically try and swing it.
Okay.
Since we can see it moves now, see if there's anything underneath it.
Yeah. So
Just roll.
you, so it actually is more of a, not like on an arc, but like
The whole thing is weird.
horizontal against the back wall.
Yeah.
Oh, so it just goes over here.
Yeah, basically. So it slides a good 5 feet out away from the wall, and you see in the floor about a 4-foot just opening into another chamber that obviously this hole is in the ceiling of.
Okay, so does it look like a drop, or can I not see?
So if you take a look in there,
I do.
It's a bit of a drop. I mean, not like a super dangerous one, but you're about 15 to 20 feet above the floor.
I take out some rope.
Looks like
Man,
about
too
2
bad we don't
points
have
worth
200 feet of rope contiguously.
So
It's like about
I'll
2
just
points worth of damage to the.
I'll just wrap the rope around the big ass sarcophagus.
The one that rolls.
I was going to say the one that moves.
Probably this
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Before you tie that one up, did we open the one that was here as well?
None of them have been opened
We
still.
haven't tried to open them yet.
Oh, well,
You want to open them first?
a little bit, yeah. Before you tie it shut,
Let's see. I don't think.
then we're gonna
he's
have to
going up
untie the
and
knot.
down. I think he's going around.
I think
Yeah,
he's-
I was gonna go around it.
Well, we can come back for it, I suppose.
No, let's open him.
Sure,
Okay.
let's open them.
All
All right, we're gonna open the ones in here first,
Okay.
or attempt to.
Yeah, so it takes some effort. All of the lids are extremely heavy.
Yeah.
Give me an order of which ones you open.
So the rolling one first, right?
Yeah, we're
So
at
up,
it.
we'll have it since it's up
Okay.
against the wall. We'll use that as
So-
leverage to
You
pull it off.
push the lid off of that one, and inside you find the petrified, mummified remains of some humanoid from hundreds, if not thousands, of years ago, at the very least.
So if he's petrified, that means he's rock now, right?
Sorry, petrified is not the right word. There's
I think just mummified.
Yep.
yeah, mummified.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. All right. mummified and petrified.
No,
it's
they-
a rock mummy.
Well, I didn't know if there was some like.
If it was petrified and mummified.
Nothing else in there.
No, inside. What's your passive? I mean, whatever. It's not that hard to find. So they're inside this sarcophagus are 2 gold bracelets
Okay.
Dibs.
and a ceremonial wand
Also,
made of chiseled ivory.
Alright, so it seemed like. So, alright, so we're opening all of them now, right?
Apparently.
Although, remember that I used detect magic in here and
Yes, but-
nothing blipped.
I think, yeah, I think
Well, it doesn't
You
go
might
through like solid rock
Right.
like that. It wouldn't show you the inside stuff
Yeah,
glowing.
That's
Yeah.
a good point.
we're rich.
Okay.
Once again, we're
Alright.
rich.
Then we'll
So,
open.
so on your, wherever you're noting this down, just
Yeah.
note that they're from this room,
oh, okay.
basically.
There's too many wands for him to.
Yeah,
keep
I mean
track
it's
of.
in my notes with the room. Like
Okay.
4 sarcophagus, number 1. Body,
Well, just this way I don't have to be like, cool, and this is what it's worth, so that
Yeah.
you can later go, and that keeps that a little more interesting at least.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Which one next?
just the one right next to it.
All right, northwest. Again, you find more mummified remains, and in here you find an onyx ring and a silver necklace that has 2 azurite stones
Oh my gosh,
and a carnelian stone in the center,
What's a carnelian?
like an orange gemstone.
I'm
Two
wearing.
what?
I had to
Stones were
Google
they?
it because I was like, carnelian. Clearly, this is some kind of nice rock, but
Nero,
yeah, it's like a
yours-
beautiful shade of orange.
I don't want you to weigh down your bag that holds all of a rope. With
I
all
just
this
drop
stuff.
it in.
I'm trusting that like he's just like,
Hey,
hey,
you should be
I'll
like,
take-
you're right, hold the rope.
Just let me have the ring. I just want to wear the ring.
No, please. I take a second, cut a quick piece of my tons of rope, tie it like, come here.
I want the other
I
one.
grab the finger, I tie a little knot around it, sever the rope, and now he's just got like a piece of rope tied around his
Yeah.
You
finger.
feel adequately patronized.
Yeah. All right, you guys go. Keep looking at that one. I'm gonna open this other one.
make sure to mark down that you only have 99 and a half.
Roll a
feet of
strength
rope.
check
Yeah.
because you're not as strong as Nero.
What was it? Was 2 what and then?
Oh, it was almost
2
a 22.
azurites,
Oh, azurite.
azurite like stones
Yep,
set in it,
gotcha.
and 1 carnelian, Carnelian.
Am I being charmed, paralyzed, or is this an illusion?
This sarcophagus isn't even here.
You can open the sarcophagus.
That would be hilarious if you're just like, all right, I push really hard, you just fall into the
Right.
illusion.
Fall through the pit. That's
Oh,
underneath the
wait.
illusion.
Carnelian. Orange stone.
16.
Ooh, because he had inspiration.
16. It budges about 2 inches, but you can't get it off by yourself.
Dang it! Vita,
Well, so
Vita,
we,
Vita,
so
Vita, Vita.
we just
I just like look at you like what?
Bryn and I make our way over to this one now,
Oh my
while
goodness.
Yormik's fiddling with that one, I guess.
Okay. So you pull that one off, and that is southwest. Yeah,
Okay,
so in this, you find
Right.
I'm helping.
a beautiful varnished yew walking stick. Yew as in like the type
Yep.
of wood.
YEW.
Yeah.
Not like a Nero-shaped walking
with
stick.
a golden handle shaped like a scorpion.
Ooh.
And in the final sarcophagus, when you guys get around to being desperate enough to help Yormik open it, you find a gold censer with platinum filigree.
What's a gold
It's
sense?
like a small rod.
that's one of those.
No, it's
one of those smoking.
It's
Oh,
an incense burner.
Yes.
That, like,
Oh.
swings
And I only know that
Okay.
because
Yeah.
of also D&D
Yep.
from Jade Regent.
spelled with a C.
So gold sensor with what in it?
CENSO.
Platinum filigree.
Yeah, that's how I spell it.
For the record,
Platinum filigree.
How do you spell filigree?
F-I-L-L-I-G.
Just one.
It's
Filigree.
French or Canadian spelling.
I thought it was the Jamaican.
It's British. Just put a U in it somewhere.
I have see invisibility up from last session for what it's worth.
Duly noted.
Okay, cool.
Is it concentration?
It is not.
I was gonna hope you'd have him like roll a bunch of concentration.
Just all of them. All right. So I have this beautiful ring.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
I'm gonna stick my head down the hole. Do I
Let
see
him,
anything?
let him wear the onyx ring. Why not?
Because if it's cursed and he puts it on.
Yeah, sounds great.
He'll kill all of you.
Right.
So you poke your head in
Oh, we should take a rest.
and look into the next room. And in it, you see a gilded sarcophagus standing atop a stone bier along the west wall.
Wouldn't be very tasty.
No, it's like super fermented.
The walls in there are covered in murals decorated with rich pigments and inlays of semi-precious stones.
They're only semi-precious. I mean, what do we care?
Is the room the same size as this room?
And notably, at the foot of said sarcophagus,
Wait.
there is a stone chest that you realize you can only see because you can currently see invisibility.
It's all been worth it. Let's go!
That's so
Oh
I'm
my
really
gosh.
happy you remembered that you had cast it.
That's
Why,
so
why do I
good.
have a second level spell slot gone? That's why. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
man.
Okay.
Dude, that's like
Whew.
30 sessions of build up. Oh, finally see something with see invisibility.
This is interesting.
It's
because-
okay. Soon he'll be able to lesser restore somebody.
Also, it's interesting because like York always wants the loot. Now he's the only one that knows his loot secret.
Exactly. I'm sure this is gonna be super easy to open too, given that it's invisible and all that.
York's like miming, I guess, and he's like, York, what the?
All right. So
I
there's
had no idea
another.
you were so talented.
There's another room downstairs. Looks more like the other one we were in, with the one on the thing.
Alright, I'll get a rope down there for us.
Should we rest before going into this next?
You know, probably.
Yeah, it's not the
I
worst.
say coughing up blood.
It's not the worst idea.
Yeah, let's take a rest. I don't want to spend too much time in the phasers, but I
So
suppose like an
when
hour.
when Yormik pulls his head back up,
Dang it.
and you guys sort of reconvene in the center of this chamber, that disembodied female voice, you hear it again. She's like, "Please don't leave. I'm here below."
Alright, now
what
she
did
tells
you
us.
say?
Now she tells us where she is. How convenient.
Yeah, now we definitely want to rest for a while. Now that something is talking to us again, and
York, did you just say something? I
No.
keep hearing you say something.
So I thought it was Vera for a little while, but it's clearly not.
She really does that sound like that.
I mean, yeah.
Alright, I deserve that.
Are you?
Are we going to hang out here, or it's probably a good idea. I'm feeling a bit. I got touched by a ghost again. Ghosts. I'm not having a bunch of luck with ghosts.
Generally, yes.
let's take a
We
rest.
don't want to get too tempted with them.
Perhaps we should rest. How long are we going to rest for? Is there? Okay, hang on. We just dealt with ghosts. Did what's his name tell us? Crow. Did he tell us anything about the regenerative properties that ghosts may or may not have?
He certainly didn't.
Okay, that was what I was.
Do
curious
we
about.
know if they might remanifest?
Roll a
religion. For me.
roll a religion check. Roll a religion
Interesting, I
check.
didn't know that.
Oh,
You
that's
can use
fine.
identify
Thank
to
goodness.
identify spells that are affecting a creature.
Wait, what?
You can use identify to identify spells that are affecting a creature.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
18.
No, that's what. When Renata was trying to figure out what the hell was going on with Eldith, she cast Identify on Eldith.
Gotcha.
18.
18. So you know that there are some undead with something like a regenerative capability. You didn't see anything about these wraiths that made you think that they would.
Gotcha.
Obviously, sort of the most notable undead creatures that have that kind of capability would be like liches
Right.
and their phylacteries. But I mean, at the same time, you also encountered the the flaming skull.
Yeah.
And those did have some sort of ability to collect themselves and reform, if not adequately dealt with.
It should be fine to rest here.
Alright.
It's not common for things
Would I
to
be able to
manifest.
see that ivory wand you all found?
Yeah,
Does it find as we take a rest?
Do you want to? Would you be able to identify most of these things
Only,
just to see if they have
only
them?
one thing at a time. It would take 10 minutes per item.
Okay.
Let's bring one to help.
Do you need to? Well, I can't identify and rest.
We'll have.
Well, I would take 10 minutes to identify and then start resting.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'll take 10 minutes to see if there's any magical essence to any of the other things other than the wand,
Sure.
and you can identify that.
Okay.
Well, and I'll identify one anyway. Then, if we're just taking an extra. 10.
Sure. If this
Oh, let me see the pimp cane.
The pimp cane. Oh, good call. I
Okay.
give him the pimp cane.
So we'll take a super brief break because I'm going to go to the bathroom. We'll come back.
Makes
We'll
sense.
resolve this rest and identification session.
the grave robbers.
Yeah,
Yay!
We'll be
They're
back
dead.
in
They
a
don't
few
need it.
minutes. All right, and we're back.
Hey!
So you guys were just short resting and identifying some items that you had found. So I need each of you to roll for your Phasrus effect at the completion of your ritual, which you already did and you're good.
Forgot about that.
And
11.
honestly, I'm gonna be after our short rest. I'm gonna do it again before we go into the room because it's an unexplored room, and I've detect magic to everything else in this room, in this
Okay.
place. So, 13.
13.
No, I rolled another
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
That was
I see,
also
I see.
13 before.
Okay. All right. So your first detect magic on your plunder from the sarcophagus chamber,
Yes.
you find nothing magical.
Not even what he's
those.
holding?
Not even what he's holding.
Okay.
Not even the wand.
What the hell?
Not even the pimp cane.
Shoulder wand.
So
That's
wand,
advertising.
wand and pimp cane are not magical.
From your identify of the chiseled ivory wand, you also it occurs to you that it is not magical, but it's just basically so finely crafted that it would have a fair bit of value just for the craftsmanship, and could potentially be sort of a nice enough material if you were to, I don't know, if you brought it to an enchanter, they could use it. It would be a nice enough sort of base item to be enchanted.
Hey, Yomik.
Yeah.
For now, I flick the onyx ring over to him.
So is nothing magical?
Nothing from that room.
It doesn't have
appears
any sort
to
of
be magical.
enchantment, so you're good. You can hold on to this.
Don't worry, it's still special to me.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Alright.
Black ring on black armor doesn't really work for me anyway.
It's too much black.
It's fair.
This is the black-haired elf.
It's after Labor Day.
My eyes are blue.
Um,
Really blue.
Is that why you
Okay.
don't do any labor?
That's correct.
But yeah, so both of your identify spells complete, and you come to the same conclusion that the staff, the cane, is not magical.
It's just sick
But
looking.
just basically, it's just like gorgeously crafted.
I need to figure out how to turn into an instrument.
Um,
It's like a didgeridoo.
String it.
so you
Make a saxophone out of it. Scorpion tail, put a reed on it.
So you guys spend an hour resting in here. Every minute or two, another plea
So annoying.
from that voice. Which, yeah, it's legit annoying. You would be hard pressed to be able to actually fall asleep here, but there's nothing stopping you from sort of sitting down, catching your breath, licking your wounds a bit. So you all gain the benefit of a short rest.
I mean,
Let me get back to spell slots.
Oh yeah, I get those inspires back.
nice. I get the Bow of Enmity I didn't use back.
There you go.
I had to be prepared for the big baddie.
Alright,
I
where
would
is
feel
this
fun going
voice
up to
coming
next fight
from?
If I hadn't been at 2.
Or what? What'd you
Oh,
say?
no, I was
Yeah.
just asking.
What?
Vera, this is the prank's gone on long enough. Stop making the voice
I
happen.
can't make telepathic communication. I would.
Gabagool?
If I could have done
Oh,
this, I
hey,
would
you
have
guys!
Well, it's getting very frustrating to listen to.
It said it was down here or below, which I'm guessing is down in the sarcophagus below.
Should we go figure that out?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we're ready.
It's what we're down here for, right?
Do I have any idea of how polymorph would affect an incorporeal creature? Asking for a friend.
The friend being the
Um,
creature.
Roll an Arcana check.
I would also. Can I ask Vera? If she has any idea either. Maybe score some advantage on this sweet Arcana roll.
Not advantage, but she can also make a roll.
Good enough.
Basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Parry
16.
15.
Looking up spells. Looking up spells.
Magica. Ooh, Magica.
I miss Wizard Wars.
Wizard Wars.
All right. So so you know all of the text attached to the spell, basically. Like you know all the properties of a given spell. So you know that the spell has no effect on shape changers or creatures with 0 hit points.
I do. I know.
Instead of
Use
ghost, it could be ghost. Yeah.
The creature is limited in the actions it can perform by the nature of its new form. Can't speak, can't cast spells, or can't take actions that require hands or speech.
I'll give it a body just so I can hit it.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
I don't see, you don't have any reason to believe that it couldn't affect an undead creature, even if it was sort of spectral in nature.
Okay.
That's a good question.
Neat. That sounds
I
fun.
really didn't think about that.
Well, alright.
All right.
So-
Alright.
So I do the
Alright.
post rest detect magic before we jump in.
You do. And looking into the next room, you don't see any magical auras that you can make out from here.
All right. So the room down there doesn't look like it has any distinct magical auras, but neither did this one, and we still had ghosts jump out. So keep your wits about you.
I'm ready.
I'll go down first.
We'll have to go find
all of us
Yormix
have
before
ideas
that
about
happens.
What'd you say, Barry?
So I always said, what's about me?
And he said we'll have to find Yormix before.
Fair.
Man.
All right. So tie off the rope on that sarcoph boy.
Do we have
and
enough left?
jump down. Don't worry. I'll tie them together if I have to. I really just want to get like some sort of infinite rope.
Yeah,
That would be great.
I'm with you.
Never
It's like the duct tape
Magical
of
item.
D&D.
Yeah, exactly.
I will follow down so close I almost drop on his head, but no.
Yormix! Why?
I wanted to look in the room. It seems totally empty.
Okay, so you
There's a giant altar right there.
Well, yeah. I mean, other than that,
you lower yourself down the rope.
Yep.
Okay, are you like actually jumping behind?
like behind him, yeah. Like I will wait for him to land and take a step forward.
So, as soon as Nero's feet touch the ground of this chamber, you, following closely, still on the rope,
Yep.
you see a spectral figure come out of the sarcophagus down here.
Oh, boy.
It rises up, ghostly in nature, but you can tell it is wearing, what would be extravagantly nice robes were they real and tangible. In one hand, the creature holds a sword that seems to be a light on fire. In the other hand, it holds a long staff with a jagged top to it.
Dude, Battle Mage. Dope.
Stuff.
Dope. Well,
And
with
Wait,
the-
is it-
as
is
this
it a real
creature
staff?
I was gonna say,
rises up,
is
What?
that it probably doesn't. The sword and the staff are both like corporeal.
incorporeal along with itself.
Yeah.
And
I
the
want that staff that just phased
You know,
through
probably in
the,
that sarcophagus.
that staff.
Ooh, good point. Okay. Yep.
so your feet touch the ground, and you and Yormik watch this figure rise up out of the sarcophagus, and you hear it like hiss or whisper at you, and it says, "Your deaths will free me from my prison," and points the flaming sword at you, and you see this bolt of energy form on the top of the staff, and a bolt of lightning fires out at you. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, and then we're going to roll initiative.
Good stuff. 20.
That doesn't matter.
Damage. We'll check it and see. Damn.
A 20?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that is a success.
Good work.
That took way too long for him to say yes. Oh
And
my
that
god.
means it was close.
So many dice.
8.
I think he just lightning bolted one target.
I wonder if that's what the staff does.
Staff of lightning bolts would be great for Bryn.
So this
It's not wrong.
This,
I can't give you that much.
Or
so this
fear or
lightning
anything.
strike flies out and hits you, and you take
Anyone that
33
doesn't have
points
Right.
of lightning damage, halved because you succeed on that
Oh.
save.
What's
But
your after that?
but at the end, you hear this deafening crack, and I need you to also make a Constitution saving throw.
Come on.
Am I good from Constitution?
It's a 1. I failed the Constitution saving throw. So 33 halved ends up being what? 16?
So actually, everyone within 60 feet, which at this point would basically be all of you, even though you're not in this room
Yeah,
yet.
because everybody would be looking
So
to
you
go
all
down.
need
Yeah,
to
we'd
make
all be.
you all need to make this Constitution saving throw.
You're down. I'm in.
Oh my gosh, 18 and
Is
16.
this magic? Oh wait, it doesn't matter. Never mind.
Illusion. Charm, paralyzed, frightened.
Shut up.
I don't suppose that this is.
You
Acid.
have disadvantage because the curse still
23.
23.
Yes.
Damn. Okay, that's a success.
7.
7 is a fail.
9.
9 is a fail.
I failed.
Fail. Eldith has disadvantage, so she fails, and Jim Jar also fails.
Nothing.
So
I'm the only one who didn't.
yeah.
Nothing
So
quite
all of
like
you,
starting a combat with a sucker punch to the face.
all of you take 6 thunder damage.
Oh, not again.
Except Yormik, you only take 3 thunder damage.
Aha!
And everyone who failed the save, which is everyone who's not Yormik, are deafened for the next minute.
What does deafen do to you?
You can't hear things,
Okay.
which, I mean, there's like a little more mechanical baggage to it, but like, Bryn would have trouble inspiring you if you could not hear his inspirational words.
Okay. Then that is reasonable.
A deafened creature can't hear and automatically fails any ability check that requires hearing, and then obviously certain spell effects require,
The creature that can.
or abilities require you to be able to hear something. Okay, so let's roll initiative.
Please be good. I need revenge.
Don't worry, it was good.
17.
Okay, 17.
It was still better than me. That's
Yeah.
21.
Ooh, alright, alright. What's your dex modifier?
What?
3.
Your dex modifier is 3. Alright, Bryn is before the creature.
18.
great.
Nero is right after Yormik. Vera, what'd you get?
Oh, that's good. I can haste you.
Yep,
You're right, because it'll hit me first.
13.
13.
Doesn't matter if it hits you.
It
Haste
does
is
if
great.
I
That-
go down.
That way, once you get possessed,
You
you,
get
can
plus
drop
2
haste
AC.
and stun you.
So,
But if I'm
Bryn,
down,
you see this enormous flash of light from below, from where Nero and Yormik just dropped down into, and hear this deafening crack, which just immediately you can't hear anything right now. But you are the first to act in this combat round.
half HP. Then
I'm on a rope.
half HP at the beginning of combat again.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I'm really enjoying these freaking sucker punches.
I mean, we have to balance fights somehow.
Oh.
Action economy, boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have so many more moves than this.
Let's go! I'll hop down.
It just has an
How are-
AoE
are you gonna
attack
knock
that hit
me?
all of us, but that's fine.
Oh, are you on the rope?
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
actively descending. I don't know how we want to work this. That's pretty freaking sweet.
I've had that
Nope.
for this for so long.
If Bryn wanted to descend the rope while I was also on the rope,
I mean, you could like slide down and knock him off, or
How far down's the fall?
so it's only about like a 15 to 20 foot high ceiling in the next chamber.
How far down is Yormik on the rope?
York's about halfway down the rope because your feet just landed at the bottom.
That's fine. I will hold my action until Yormik is out of the way.
You don't think you could start going down and just drop
so-
7 feet? That wouldn't hurt.
What action are you holding, or are you holding your entire turn?
I will. I'll hold my turn.
Okay. So,
So going after.
Oh wait,
you-
actually, can I position myself so that I can at least see this guy?
just kind of.
you could be like squatted down, basically at the edge where the hole is.
Okay.
You'd probably have to be prone to see in far enough, I guess. So you could like lay down at the edge, at the hole.
Do I have to see something for counterspell to work?
You have to like react to a spell being cast.
Oh, so it depends on the components it uses. But right now I can't hear, so I would need to see.
So you would have to see, yeah.
Yep.
And then, am I able to counterspell a wand?
That would still be a spell being cast.
Okay.
Yeah, you would know you would be able to do that.
Okay, so yeah, I'll position myself so that I can see him, and then actually, I guess if I'm going to do that, then I'll just from up here I'll vicious mockery him
Okay.
or her. I'm not sure of the gender of this ghost.
I'm actually not sure either. It's been all.
It's
been a
racist
woman-
of Cain.
It's been a woman's tomb, but all male.
Are we sure it's a
Ghosts.
woman's tomb? It was a woman's statue.
Yeah,
Bryce's was a woman. Cool.
but this is
Sorry. So you
Dude.
Bryce.
Vicious mockery.
vicious mockery. Okay.
Bryso.
This is Bryso, the twin brother.
That is a 14. Wait, is it charisma save or wisdom save?
Wait,
Wisdom.
I forget. 1 second.
13 on a wisdom save.
I don't think it matters.
Either way, I think it fails here.
Wisdom.
Okay.
3 damage.
3 points of
And
damage.
then we'll see if giving it disadvantage does anything.
All right. Cool. It is now the creature's turn, and it pulls back its arms alongside itself and says, "Arise, my servants."
No.
And
You rolled max number of servants.
It's 5s, I would guess.
4. So we're going to use these same minis that we had before.
Where are
They do not look like the wraiths in the previous room.
Where do they
just
pop up?
to keep from you all being alarmed. Basically, in the corners of the room. So one is sort of displaced by you and comes out alongside you.
Making out with you.
How about you go there?
Okay. And
You do go.
Just checking. Just checking something.
oh man.
Can't tell what, but something.
Darkness is a smaller circle.
Okay.
True. I really want whatever's in this thing though. So
Oh yeah.
If it's magical, if it's worth keeping, it'll be magical and it'll survive your fireball.
Okay.
Listen, none of these got damage from your
So
fireball.
that is its turn.
I think your fireball is less destructive than you give it credit for.
that's fair. I mean,
Because
it's an
it's against
explosion.
solid stone.
So that is its
Rock
turn,
and
but
stone.
the summoned creatures act immediately after its turn. So
Of course they do.
the 4 wraith-like creatures all move along the ground towards Nero.
How far?
On the bright side,
60.
only 3 of them can attack you at a time.
Yep.
One pulls out a spectral crossbow.
So
Okay.
they are each going to make attacks with their ethereal long swords at you. Yeah, no.
I'm guessing, but I'm guessing the answer is no. But I should check. Was that a spell that he used to summon his servants?
Not that you could tell.
Okay.
It was verbal.
Or here?
Like he said things, but you didn't see anything that looked like obvious somatic components at the very least.
Okay. I can still I would still be able to see his mouth move or something. I don't know.
I mean, so you saw he said words and then kind of gestured, but make a perception check.
21.
21. You definitely didn't see him make any movements that look like they would comprise somatic components.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So each of these wraith creatures is going to
Well,
come up.
3 out of 4.
I mean, they can move out of the way for each other.
We do that to others.
But then,
But we don't
so
know
if they're
for certain.
if they're coming in and out though, he would get attacks of opportunity.
He hasn't acted yet, so he doesn't
Hasn't
get
had
reactions
that.
yet. But this is going to be a grand total of 8 separate attacks against you from these creatures.
It's a good thing they're only
Um,
+1.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So
But he'll
the
nat
first
20.
a 23 and a 21 from the first 2 attacks.
Gosh.
The next 2 are a 16 and a 13.
Miss.
A natural 1 and a 15 are no good.
Please do.
And a 4 and a 2. A natural 4 and a natural 2. So the first 2
Right.
land perfectly. But you basically just pull out your greatsword and start just doing whatever you can to deflect these blows. But you still get hit for... That's going to be 9 slashing damage from one attack and 10
From
slashing
one
damage
attack?
from the other one.
19 or 9?
19.
Heroes-
total.
19 total from 2 attacks.
Yeah. So these guys don't hit light either. 14.
However, you do notice that due to the aggressiveness of their attacks they're making against you, they seem a little easier to hit. So attacks against them specifically until the start of the next turn will have advantage.
Good thing I won't be attacking them next turn. Because I'll die.
All right, Yormik.
Okay.
So you just watched Nero get swarmed by these sword wraith creatures.
Yeah. Fireball. They all need to die.
Yep.
Okay.
Got the perfect.
Okay, so based on my rocks check from above, does this look of a similar constitution to the room?
I mean, it's in the same rock. It's the same kind of structure.
Cool. Yeah.
That's how Nero died.
Everybody except Nero.
Uh-huh.
It can be done.
That diagonal doing wonders for me. Literally centered on this guy.
All right, I'll give it to you.
I'm gonna give that a shot. Alright. Dex saves from dead things.
Okay,
Or
that sounds like a really good
Yeah.
episode name.
that does.
Dex saves from dead
That
things.
does sound like a good episode.
So the first 2 definitely fail. The second, one of them
Which ones
passes.
fail and which one pass?
So we'll say that the one that's not directly next to Nero passed its dex save.
Okay.
and the other
16
3
is-
failed.
Okay. And big boy,
And for the big boy,
Oh right, he gets hit too.
large man. Haha.
Is
Big,
legendary
McLarge, huge.
resistance or save or something.
Big McGhost boy.
Spawns 4 minions.
no, but he does just roll a natural 14, which gives him a 16. On the
Dang it!
Oh man, is that exactly
That's
it?
exactly enough.
Yeah, 3 fails.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but not from the big dude.
That's right. This wasn't gonna kill him either way. Enjoy your 8 points of
Oh,
fire damage, big guy.
That looks real nice.
12, 16, 20, 33, 37 points of fire damage.
That's a good fireball.
That's
Damn.
better.
Good.
Please
That's better.
just evaporate the 3 in front of me.
You guys are already all deaf, so.
Yeah, so again, just this shockwave, like, would have knocked you over given where you are, but it's like you're pushed into the corner, but there's no room for you to fall. But this shockwave is like, I mean, an enormous flashbang just went off in front of you, but somehow didn't touch you. All right,
My same.
Nero.
Oh no.
You're fine?
They're all
still
They're
up.
all fine.
I'm still on the rope.
I mean, they're all scorched pretty badly. They all took quite a bit of fire damage. You didn't see any sort of like incorporeal nullifying of the fire as
Oh,
it contacted
beautiful.
them.
Okay.
But you still get to move if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is where I live right now. I think
I
I
don't want to.
You're gonna block
I
everybody.
can't be down. I mean, I could. I can get down. I'll get down.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Or up. You could also be up.
Up.
You could also be up.
This reminds me of Home Alone.
So Nero's
Home
just.
Alone 2 when
I
they're
mean, I
climbing on
can
the
throw
rope.
more fireballs down there, so I guess I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Be
Yep.
up here. All right, cool.
Yep.
What's up, guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
How's it going down there?
So there's some more dead things.
What?
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, that'll do it.
Can I Misty Step up?
If you can see it, so you would Misty Step like basically straight up because that's
Yeah.
the only.
But is it feasible I could do that here?
Yeah, you because you'd go 30 feet up, and then that would give you at least just enough sort of fall time to not fall
straight back, in?
down the
Okay.
the hole.
When you could like angle it slightly so that he's not like literally vertical.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, as much as I want to just Misty Step over to him, since I have like 10 HP, will not. So I Misty Step up in here with my bonus
Up
action.
in here, up in here.
I mean, you can put me here. I'll still be in front.
On top of the sarcophagus.
And I'll use my action to put 33 points of lay on hands into myself.
Yeah, boy.
It's very selfish of you.
Yeah, no doubt.
You should wait until somebody's injured.
Yeah.
Okay, Vera.
All right.
You just saw this lightning explosion. You were deafened by the thundering sound.
So just so that I'm clear, this corner of the room is directly here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
So-
above it.
I would love to be able to do kind of what Bren did and get a line of sight on the boss. The ghost.
If you can have Eldith move out of your way and get down basically between Bryn and Nero in that other corner, and you
Okay.
could like lay prone and have line of sight.
Just need to be there for a few seconds as I try and cast banishment.
Ooh.
And sorry, you're doing what?
I'm going to cast banishment on him.
Cast banishment on it. Okay,
Mhm.
that is a
Spell.
DC 15
Charisma?
charisma.
Seemed
Yeah.
like the better choice here.
natural 1.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you want to see. Now we can set up the frickin' mug fest down there.
Well, no.
You're right.
It's
So-
ethereal.
Well, I don't know if it's
Maybe.
going to, I don't know if it's going to come back, but if it does, it won't be for a minute. As long as I don't get hit, as I move myself as far away as possible.
Do you have that much movement left?
No, because you would move
Oh.
5 there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's difficult terrain to move into the square, probably too.
Yeah. And you're like laying down and stuff.
Yeah.
Laying down. And
Well, getting up from prone's half, but yeah, okay, yeah.
Ish.
You can get like away from it.
that checks out.
that makes me
Okay.
feel better anyway, because
Yeah.
like now you're still near us,
Right.
rather than just being
They just like,
Yeah. So Jim Jar is up next, and
and these
Jim
guys
Jar
are still
is
here.
not about to put his head into that hole. So he's gonna basically run across the room, hop on a different sarcophagus, and hold a crossbow attack. Eldith, similarly. Well, okay, so Eldith looks like real shit, and
Whoa,
definitely
hey.
would have used.
As many hit dice as needed.
Yeah.
What dice do you roll for that? Oh, it's gonna
For
help
her,
you
I
out.
think it's like a D8.
I was gonna help you out, but
Oh, did you Song of Rest?
Yep.
Hey,
3?
Oh, you did?
hey,
Yeah.
phasers.
Let me give myself 3
It's not
points
spell.
that I didn't have.
Your dissonant whispers.
That's a spell.
Lay on hands. Is
Natural 1.
Oh, Misty's.
From phasers. From dissonant
Oh,
whispers.
Is
So
it
you
natural
need to-
1 or 20?
It's both,
Natural one.
probably.
And it was you didn't Dissonant Whispers right now, did you?
I
Against
Vicious
the main
Mockery.
guy.
I
The first-
Misty
the
stepped.
first.
I Misty stepped and got a natural 20. So I
Okay.
don't know if that.
Cancels out.
I thought it was the 20.
Well, I knew it was the one. I was wondering if it was 1 and 20. The wheel of
Good
wild
thing,
magic.
good thing
There
you
it is.
banished that guy.
Roll 13, but
You're
Open up
also
a portal
going-
through the fire plane.
What?
Open up a portal to the fireplace.
Yep. There you go.
A one-way ticket. This is how Bryn dies.
Oh,
Please,
no.
bubbles. Please, just be bubbles.
There are
More
so
bubbles
many.
every time.
So many
So-
great effects.
You teleport up to 60 feet
Every time.
to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see. And when you cast that, you were definitely looking into that room.
Whoop.
Hey there!
Oh, and that would have been before my turn, though, right?
Yeah.
You're just lucky it wasn't before your. Wait, no
Okay.
shit, it was.
Oh no. Okay, so.
Oh.
Okay, so now what? We have to walk that back.
Yeah,
a little
this
bit.
is a
Alright.
major.
So Nero is here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Would you have still fireballed?
Absolutely not. Not for 2 people. Not if 2 of them are in there. I don't think so.
Well, so he's still gonna have his banish.
Do I get to pick where I teleport, or is it just random?
You can pick in the room, but like
Okay.
when this happened, you were definitely looking into this room.
So
So in that case,
You'd have gone in that corner,
if I can't fireball,
probably there.
can I?
That's far
if I-
away from
well,
everything.
well,
You might still be able to fireball.
Can
here,
you fireball?
But miss one of them, by the look of it.
let's play the game of can you fireball?
so right here. Yeah, so we can technically still get them all and not hit Nero. No, that okay. So this is the diagonal.
Is it gonna be like you miss one?
I think I missed this guy, which was also
Did
the
not also hit Bryn.
right, which is also the guy who
One of the fails.
succeeded. Oh, that was one of the fails.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
one of the fails.
Dang it.
This
Okay.
guy was a 6.
So erase. So we can undo all of this by just clearing the 37 points of damage from one of these ghosts.
Done.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, now
Back to
where
you go up, I go up.
Bryn's. Well,
That's true. This also changes
this
the.
certainly changes how I would do this.
Yeah.
So instead, my Misty Step would have taken me here. I still would have put the points of lay on hands into myself for
Sure.
sure.
Absolutely.
And he still would have been banished by
I'm
Vera.
sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh man.
Okay.
Phasers is weird.
This is
great.
a thing.
This is great.
And then
This is
does
great.
the natural 20 do anything?
No, it does not.
It's just the ones.
Well, so it does stuff if you're a wild magic sorcerer. Then you get to like pick a wild magic surge. I think
That's
is how that
sweet.
works. Or you get to roll multiple times and pick one of the options, something like that. Okay, so that brings us back around to Eldith, who is.
Your
Yeah, sorry, no. So she definitely used some some hit dice too while we were chillaxing before. And actually, I forgot to count her Constitution, so she's actually back to full health. So I think Eldith is probably gonna
Bless you.
grab the rope and I don't know. She's not brave, but also dropping down into 4 of them
She's also not
might be a little too brave.
Can she bow and arrow?
She could shoot her bow down there at him, though.
She could do that.
Shoot.
Probably.
All right, we'll do that.
I just
What's
realized
up?
that my explanation of "don't let me get hit" fell upon deaf ears, literally.
That's amazing.
Except for your man, he heard it.
Yeah, I'm good. And
So
I totally agree. Yeah.
she fires 2 shots with her bow, and still being at disadvantage from the earlier curse, both of them do not find purchase on the creatures down below. But we are back around to Bryn.
Well, that stings.
I
They're probably real metallic.
pilot me into something gigantic.
Werewolf?
Can you could still like wield your weapon?
I don't know.
Well, what are you thinking?
I don't know.
A werewolf is not a beast.
No, I was thinking like gorilla or some.
Have you seen a gorilla?
You went to
I was
college,
either
man.
I went to the College of Lore. I had I lived in a city for a while that could have had menageries, and then I had a semi well-off father in a forest. So I don't know. You tell me if I've seen a gorilla.
He minored in polymorphic.
It's not
creatures.
ridiculous.
You're right. It's not the most crazy thing.
Plus, I'm a College of Lore bard that hasn't known many things so far. So
There's gotta be something. There's
All right.
something
So what? You can do up to level
Source
CR of your
radiant.
level, right? Is that right? You can do
Whoa.
CR of your level for this.
I don't think so. And I don't think I'm going to do that right now. Actually, anyway,
The new form can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or lesser than the target's level or challenge rating.
Oh my gosh.
then the targets.
That is ridiculous.
So I can make you a CR7 thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Such as a giant ape. Or a giant shark. You can make him a giant shark.
You've definitely seen a giant shark. Yeah.
Giant shark.
Whichever has more.
You can make him a large
Right.
subterranean lizard.
Ooh.
We are partial to lizards.
No, but I want to give him something
turn him
that
into
can
gold?
still hold a.
Basically,
How much will he sell for? Sorry, all this
So
changed.
I'm not super convinced that you would have seen a giant ape in a city.
Okay.
However,
in a book.
I feel like it's more likely that you could have seen an elephant as a part of a circus, perhaps.
Okay.
That's a pretty good size thing.
Oh, you can hold the sword with your trunk. Divine Smite trunk. Actually, I will hypnotic pattern.
Oh shit! Okay. Yeah. So what kind? That is a
I think wisdom.
charm save. That is a wisdom charm save.
Wisdom save.